What's up, guys? This is a brand new 30 degree north fit scale. What's going on, guys? This is a brand new fit scale 30 degree north gas buggy, and today we're going to be breaking it in. That's why, you guessed it, I have a little container of fuel out here. We're going to fire this up, do the proper break-in demonstration as recommended by the 30 degree north manual itself, and then we will see just how great this truly sickening one fit scale gas buggy is. Before we put some fuel in it, let's just talk a little bit about what you first need to do to fire up any gas RC. And that is you need a premix fuel jug. Now this is one that they include for you. Notice on the top left it says 25-to-1. This is a very convenient 25-to-1 fuel mixing container. Let's say you want to run a different ratio of oil. You also have a 50-to-1 mix graduation on the other side. Very handy. Pour oil here on the left, pour fuel here to the proper graduations in the center, and you're good to go. You're pre-mixed. Now for myself, I will be running fuel that I already have pre-mixed. Now inside this container, this is ethanol free, 100 octane and proper 2-stroke synthetic racing oil, Klotz Benol. The best racing oil. Some people use Amsoil Dominator, doesn't matter. I will put a link to the proper oils that you need for the pre-mix if you want to get them at Amazon. But what I will tell you is the manufacturer does recommend, and we will do as recommended, because who are we not to listen to the manufacturer? Look at the sickening gas buggy they gave us for only $750. And I want to say once again, special thanks to the person that provided this to the channel, Eugene Pony. If this is your first gas buggy and you're kind of clueless on what to do, don't worry. 30 degree north here, instruction manual. Very well written in proper English. I checked it for grammar mistakes and there are no grammar mistakes. They go through a whole process on how to start the engine, how to prime the engine, how to use the choke lever if you can't get it to fire up. What we care about is right here, breaking in the engine. It says break in the engine by driving slowly for the first half tank, about 60 minutes. Guys, half a tank takes 60 minutes? Well, that's some crazy, insane fuel economy. I kind of like how that sounds. This model is available for sale at Fearless RC. Here's what it looks like on their website. The great thing is they include a very useful checklist of things you need to do for any gas RC you get from them. This could be a Rovin, this could be a Primal, this could be a King Motors. In our case, it's a 30 degree north, one fit scale gas buggy. Let's do a quick little feature overview of the buggy itself, some of the things that I think are most interesting. Look at the wheel tread design. Now, unless I'm mistaken, this is a mini Pac-Man design. You see this little pin? This is Pac-Man, guys. I don't know. I think this buggy, like the bit of the 80s retro video game scene. What do you think? Another interesting notable feature, this wing. Not only does it look like you're on a Boeing 747, but notice this. This is what they call the breakaway design. So it's quite common to flip things. You know, flip money, flip stock, flip your ex-girlfriend. In this case, when you flip a gas buggy, this is pretty heavy. This provides a little bit of shock absorption dampening for the wing, and then it pops back right into place. In the front, you also have a very large functional bumper with giant oil-filled aluminum shocks with very good dampening. And the attention to detail on this 30 degree north brand is insane. Look at that logo. They even have it etched on the shock caps. It's also on every single enclosed wheel nut. By the way, if you want to remove this outside wheel cover, this can be removed and you will have like a regular rim on the inside there. But honestly, I like the way this looks. It keeps the dirt out, so why would you remove it? Another interesting feature about this chassis, the body is incredible looking. Now tell me this is not one of the coolest buggy bodies you've ever seen in your life. As you get a little close, you can kind of see a giant fat pipe in there. Yeah, that's right. There's a giant fat, silenced, tuned pipe, guys. Should we take the body off and examine it? And then, I guarantee you, we will fire it up. Body comes out fairly easy. Look at that, one-handed body removal. This is a lot of body cutouts for venting, for cooling, for drawing air in, and then throwing that air out the back of that silenced, tuned pipe. We have a Walbro 997 Carb. Under this engine rollover protection system, there's an NGK plug, a giant air intake system with dual foam elements on the outside here. You should oil the inside one. We have incredible servos rated at 54 kilograms and a very fast transit speed. Push-pull steering setup with an aluminum servo horn. Notice I'm getting a little bit closer to the spur gear. This is an actual legitimate spool, meaning it's not a center diff. I like that, guys. Why do you need center diffs? You like drifting? That means you don't want a center diff. Large capacity fuel tank. Everything on this buggy is top-notch grade A. USDA quality. Gas ready to go. I like it. I think it's about time. Enough with this little interview. Let's put some fuel in it. Very important, you always check your fail-safe before you do anything. They even say it in the manual. Power the radio on and turn on the electronics. Steering check, we got power. Now I'm going to turn off the radio and we will see whether the brakes are applied. We got full brakes, the fail-safe is correctly set up. We're good to go. In the future, we will get an external engine kill switch from Killer RC. But for now, we just have to fire it up, run the motor a little bit, check out how actually silenced this crazy pipe is. I like the way it looks. I already have my premix, ethanol free. There we go. Nothing like the first fuel pour. All right, we're not gonna put too much, about half a tank, that's all you need for now. Now this is going to be the very important part, the first prime. Going to press the primer bulb and eventually we will see fuel in the bulb itself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, there it goes. I see fuel. I'll give it a couple more. That creates pressure in the fuel system. This does not put fuel into the motor. Well, I want you guys to understand, this is just creating fuel pressure in the system. So when you actually do prime, by pulling the pull start here in very short pulls, that will draw fuel into the motor. Now notice I have the car elevated from the ground. Whenever you fire up any new gas RC, always have the wheels off the ground. It's just a safety measure. You don't know the settings on the carb, although you should have checked them, and always have a proper tuning screwdriver ready to go. I checked them. The tuning settings on the carb were 100% correct. Take the handle. What I normally do is just one pull like this about 10 times or so. Now this is new, so you really can't tell much. The first start is always kind of hard. We're also not using the choke. If you notice, my choke is in the horizontal position. If it was in the vertical position, that means you would have the choke on, usually for cold climates. All right, a couple more small pulls, and I will attempt to do a bigger pull. This is just drawing fuel into the motor. Normally, when you feel it a little bit kick back, that means it's ready to go. I think it's primed. I am going to try longer pulls now. If this happens, if you're pulling it and it doesn't fire up after a couple pulls, don't keep pulling it, because that's not what you're supposed to do. Here's the low speed needle on the carburetor. What I'm going to do is turn it to the right, and it should fire up much easier. Let's get it done, guys. We're gonna pull it. I have confidence in this. Oh yeah! Now that was a nice start. It's running nice and quiet, guys. Silenced exhaust actually works. I can't believe it. This is a very If you ever heard of Baja in real life, you can't even really think. The 30 degrees north pipe, incredible. Remote operation is terrific. Brake, the engine does not die. Very good throttle response, incredible. All right, I'm going to let it idle here for about another 10 minutes. I will shut it down, and I'm just going to do some heat cycles, guys. All right, let's shut it down. My first heat cycle sometime as fast as done. Well, guys, overall impressions? That was a very nice, easy start. I'm going to let it rest a little bit. I know the owner's manual said 40 minutes, but really I like to do about 10 minutes per heat cycle, about 4 to 5 of them, and you're good to go. I gotta say, man, when they said this was a giant fuel tank, they really meant it. It looks like I have exactly the same amount of fuel as what I started with just now. Overall sound and noise levels of this silence tuned pipe are incredible. Nothing like the very loud Baja exhaust systems with those Dominator style pipes. This is actually quite tolerable. It's really not much louder than like a basic T-Max 3.3. All right, let's let it chill and we'll fire it up again. Let's do another heat cycle. I'm at a more open location and I'm going to just run it a little bit slowly. System is on. Radio check is good. It should fire up relatively easy now. Maybe a couple very small primes and it should be a runner. Fire it up. Easy start, baby. I hope at least that looked cool. Incredible buggy. I cannot believe how nice this thing drove. The brakes are phenomenal. I literally saw all four wheels lock up and provide awesome braking power. No center diff, I like it. You guys saw I was doing a couple donuts with a 29cc gas, four-wheel drive, super heavy, sickening buggy. I cannot believe it. You don't need more power. This was not a speed run video. This was just checking out the electronics, making sure the brakes are set up correctly, all the basics that you do on basically any Nitro or gas RC. Heat cycles are done, and next time we're going to do a proper speed test on this thing. So far, nothing has let me down. I am happy with the performance, and I don't know if you noticed, it really wasn't that loud. Now keep in mind, I'm using some pretty state-of-the-art, top-of-the-line, crazy microphone audio system, also known as a basic GoPro, okay? Let me not trick you. This is just a GoPro recording, okay? I know a lot about cars, not cameras. So thank you guys for watching, and we will be back with more. See you later, next time. Boom! If you smell what the Nitro Gang is cooking.
Girl so fine, but her breath is like, ooh. She say she wanna dance, but she don't know how to move.
Nitro World Order.
Nitro World Order.